YouTube and welcome back to the FIFA 17 Sunderland Career Mode. This is episode 14 here as we start in an away trip to Watford. As you can see, we get into this game just after half-time here. They're coming forward. Pereira picks it up, gives it in to, I believe, Troy Deeney, who puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 just after half-time. Poor defending here. As you may have seen, there's quite a few youngsters on the pitch, but that was just poor. Once again, they try and get the ball into the box here. Manone catches it and tries to roll it out to McNair, who is easily tackled by Pereira. The first shot is blocked by Robson, but then Pereira is able to put it in to the back of the net. You could see as it's given out to McNair, he lets it roll to Pereira. The first shot saved, and I believe had a bit of a block from Thomas Robson. Robson could not reach that one. I do believe the player on the line could have done a bit better to try and block it, but anyway, you can see in the 90th minute here, they come forward once again, give it to Pereira, who beats his man, lays it off, gives it out to Kennedy, back to Pereira, who puts it in first time into the back of the net to make it 3-0, one of our worst defeats of the season. Very poor for us. Poor defending all game, well, all the second half. The first half was pretty boring at 0-0, no chances actually, but Watford just blew us away. As you can see, we gave it away straight away from kickoff as well. Luckily we were able to get it back and they weren't able to score another, but that was how the game finished. A 3-0 defeat to Watford. Very poor from us. And not, as you can see, the only 3 shots on target throughout the whole game went into the back of the net apparently, even though I do believe the one that was blocked by Robson was on target before they did score the second. But anyway, we did not have a shot in the entire game. That just shows how bad we were. And as you could see, the next game will be up against Leicester in the next game, but as you can see, it was the start of a new month, so we look. But as you can see, Walter Mathis is injured and will be out for 4 weeks. He was injured during that game. He's one of the youngsters that has looked pretty decent throughout this career, but unluckily he will be injured for 4 weeks. But anyway, you can see we get into the game against Leicester and we start so badly as Mark Albrighton scores on his left foot, beating Manone at the near post. Just look at how poor this was. I mean, that is just awful defending. Kone runs into Van Arnholt, takes him out the game as well as himself, and then one person just lunges in and does nothing. But anyway, about 10 minutes later here, Leicester get a free kick which they take quickly. Daniel Amardi picks it up, gives it to Slimani, who beats Kone far too easily, but luckily Vito Manone is able to make a great save with his foot. Look how bad this defending is. He's able to just walk through the two of them. Luckily, what a save by Vito Manone to keep it at 1-0. But anyway, 5 minutes later here, they come forward once again. Slimani gives it to Jamie Vardy. Vardy with the run, gets into the box, beats Denayer too easily, puts a cross in. Actually, it wasn't Denayer he beat too easily, because that goal was actually the fault of Denayer, I believe, because that was so poor. The ball came in, he hit it off of Manone, and he did not do well in trying to block it, and it even went down as an own goal. It should have been Slimani's, it was on target, but I think it deserved to be an own goal because of how bad Denayer was there. So poor from him, hitting it off Manone, getting it hit off himself, letting it go to Slimani and making no attempt to block it on the line. But anyway, Leicester come forward once again here. Slimani picks it up, beats his man easily, and luckily Manone makes a good save. He has been the difference between us and a spanking here, because we have been so poor. But once again they come forward here. Mendy gives it to Slimani. Larson makes the tackle but leaves it behind, and Slimani is able to hit it into the back of the net from the edge of the box. So poor once again. We just can't get out of defence. Manone made a few good saves, but as you can see, Larsson made the tackle and it bounced up and Slimani hit it first time into the back of the net, in off the post. Unlucky Manone couldn't do anything about it. He probably couldn't do anything about the 3 goals they scored. Maybe something about the second, but I'm not going to blame him because of them 2 brilliant saves he made earlier in the match. But anyway, as you can see, that is how that game is going to end. Once again, a 3-0 defeat. 2 of our worst defeats of the season in a row. And we've got to improve here because, as you can see, the final game of this episode will be against Manchester United at home. So the only home game of this episode. But anyway, this on paper should be one of the harder games, but you never know on FIFA or with Manchester United lately, as this episode is being recorded not long after they lost 4-0 to Chelsea. But anyway, they play it into the box. Ibrahimovic has a chance, but Jordan Pickford makes a good save. I made 11 changes to the side that lost to Leicester, as I was so frustrated with the defence especially, but not any of them were good. You can see Tom Beadling getting a start here. But anyway, we give it to Barini here. About 10 minutes into the second half, Barini gives it off to Cadamol. Cadamol out to Declan John. John plays it through to Khosri. Khosri puts it across. It's back to Declan John, who has a good shot, but Johnston actually makes the save. But anyway, as you can see here, with about 20 minutes to go, we get a penalty. Chris Smalling gave it away. Fabio Barini steps up to take it, and, well, that was the strangest penalty goal I've ever seen. I actually, as you can see, I ran towards the ball to score the rebound because I thought that had been saved. But somehow Johnston dove the right way, got the right length, but let the ball cross the line before getting to it. And as you can see, we had a chance to make it 2-0. Stephen Pienaar misses. Unlucky for him. But as you can see, that is how that game is going to end. 1-0 win over Manchester United. Much better. That is how the episode ends. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like. If you want to see any more of this career mode, please do subscribe, as that would be much appreciated. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.